I was saddened by the fate of the Palestinian people. They deserve a far better life.
3 years later, the very act of reciting the Quran together could send them to prison. Women are forbidden from allowing their voices to be heard by other women.
Would that still include women's rights and a democracy? So would you believe in the democratic vote, though? So would people be allowed to vote in women politicians?
The tools may have changed, but our fundamental instincts remain. Before the flag, before the state, and before the gun, there was fire and the spear. Two fundamental forces, creation and destruction, have distinctly shaped human survival and identity throughout history. Approximately 300,000 years ago, Homo sapiens emerged alongside various human-like species. Our survival was not a result of physical superiority, but of our remarkable adaptability, cooperative spirit, and, at times, our capacity for confrontation. Early human societies coalesced into small, closely knit tribes where loyalty played a crucial role in their survival. Noted anthropologist Robin Dunbar suggests that human brains are wired to maintain relationships with about 150 individuals. This figure reflects our evolutionary limitations. To prosper, it was essential to foster alliances, which consequently defined an us that set boundaries around a them. Tribalism was not simply a flaw, it was an intrinsic characteristic of our social nature. This primordial organization laid the groundwork for two essential aspects of human behavior: cooperation and conflict. While these early communities shared resources such as food and fire, they also banded together against common adversaries. Anthropologist Richard Wrangham underscores that humans were not mere participants in acts of violence. Rather, they engaged in organized conflict. Similar to wolves, humans hunted in cohesive groups, targeting both animals and rival human groups. This behavior was far from chaotic. It represented structured conflict, a precursor to warfare, emerging long before the establishment of borders or formal ideologies. In this context, the spear served as more than just a tool. It was the first political weapon. Contemporary perspectives often romanticize prehistory as a time of peace, untainted by capitalism, empires, or wars. Yet archaeological evidence presents a more intricate narrative. Take, for instance, the Jebel Sahaba massacre in Sudan, an emblematic case that reveals the systematic violence our ancestors faced, highlighting the reality of organized conflict. Fast forward to the present day in 2025, and it is clear that similar conflicts abound across the globe, from civil unrest to the resurgence of nationalism and geopolitical tensions.
I was saddened by the fate of the Palestinian people. They deserve a far better life.
3 years later, the very act of reciting the Quran together could send them to prison. Women are forbidden from allowing their voices to be heard by other women.
Would that still include women's rights and a democracy? So would you believe in the democratic vote, though? So would people be allowed to vote in women politicians?
The world today grapples with numerous conflicts, enduring strife in the Middle East, escalating tensions in Eastern Europe, and ongoing challenges throughout parts of Africa. The roots of these disputes often lie in historical grievances, territorial claims, and economic disparities, underscoring that the elements of tribalism continue to shape modern-day political landscapes. Peace was tribal, war was global, This enduring paradox continues to define our existence. In this current epoch, we inhabit nations rather than tribes. We possess passports instead of totems, yet our innate instincts persist. Modern politics represents an amplification of tribal dynamics, with social media acting as a contemporary bonfire that often ignites echo chambers and deepens societal divides. Our military structures reflect the evolution of the spear, now armed with the potential for widespread destruction. The ancient wiring of our brains struggles to navigate the complexities of current global issues, contributing to ongoing instability. As we contend with a wide array of pressing challenges, from civil strife to state-sponsored narratives and increasing cultural polarization, it is evident that we are reliving historical patterns, albeit with modern technology. With alliances fracturing and global systems undergoing unprecedented stress, the specter of significant conflict looms large, deeply rooted in our evolutionary history. The tools may have changed, but our fundamental instincts remain. Where does this understanding leave us? To break the historical cycle of violence and its consequences, it is imperative to comprehend the forces that have shaped humanity. The fire symbolizes community, culture, and connection, while the spear signifies fear, identity, and conflict. Both elements have constructed civilizations, but also present threats to their stability. In navigating this complex landscape, the way forward may not involve discarding the spear. Instead, it may require a cautious approach in understanding its implications and wielding it wisely. Recognizing our ancestral instincts will provide valuable insights into their influence on contemporary society. If we do not engage with the complexities of the first 300,000 years of human political history, we may find ourselves ill-equipped to confront the multifaceted challenges of the next decade.